Okay, so do your thing then. Go ahead, do your thing. I'm bothered. I'm not bothered. Do your thing. Do what you need to do. Okay, that's the vibe, guys. That's the vibe from the Divine Masculines. That's what's going on for this reading, okay? It's Intuitive 717 here, guys. Thank you so much for your presence on the channel. All right, someone's Divine Masculine is... I feel like they're trying to get past the fact that you've maybe detached, you've let go, you're unbothered, you're minding your own business, you're just doing your thing. A lot of you could feel like you're bubbly. You're in a good mood. You're maybe taking risks, starting up new creative endeavors. Maybe a lot of you are giving yourselves a shot at new love. Many of you could be doing things like maybe you're doing a lot of decluttering in your home, changing things up, buying new furniture. You could be working on a new project where it's really got all of your emotions tapped in. I feel like you're feeling really passionate, okay? And a lot of you don't have the time of day for your masculine counterpart. I feel like you're maybe outgrowing them in a sense. A lot of you are also standing in your power as well. Divine Feminine, let's start with a goddess card for you. I feel like a lot of you are standing in your power and you're very clear about what it is you want and what it is you don't want, what it is you'll tolerate, what it is you won't tolerate. And I feel like someone's talking to themselves or they're mumbling to themselves. Okay, well, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm not bothered. You guys may be slow to respond. Maybe you're not responding at all. Maybe many of you are done with a cycle. We have Kali. You're done with a cycle, Divine Feminine, and the way that you're moving is like, I don't need to give you any big lengthy explanations. I'm just going to lay low and fall back. Lay low. Say that 10 times quick. Lay low. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling with Kali here. You're creating a new cycle for yourself, but at the same time, you're cutting somebody off in the process. And I feel like a lot of your counterparts know it's them. All right? You know who I'm talking about. This is your masculine, okay? It says the old must be released so that the new can enter. And that's why I feel like maybe many of you are cutting ties or creating space or distance. Maybe without any explanation. You're just, you know what it is? Kali's energy is very quick moving and it can sometimes seem very destructive. So I feel like a lot of you might have said your piece and that's it. That's it. You're done. You know when you quit something cold turkey and you just don't look back? That's the mood that I feel like you're in. And that's what's got someone so pressed or maybe so bothered. Like, whatever, do your thing. You want to do your thing? Go ahead. You're happy with him? Go ahead and be with him. Go, do your thing. That's what I feel. And they're mumbling this constantly to themselves. But at the end of the day, they're really bothered by you really standing in your power here. And I feel like maybe you decided that you were going to initiate this ending in order to get back into your groove, start feeling like yourself again. That's the thing with this Divine Feminine, whoever you are. I feel like you're just cycles and rhythms, okay? Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Yeah, like you're fed up. Like, listen, if you're going to bring stress to my life, there's the door. You're going to add drama, there's the door. These are my standards. This is what I expect. This is what I want. You don't fit the bill, there's the door. And I feel like your masculines are like, yo, what about this deep connection that we got though? Like, you know, what about what, you know, the things we do, you know? You know the things we do. And you're just like, listen, I'm done. I'm honoring the cycles of my body. You're honoring your energy levels. I feel like many of you are just ready for a change. Maybe Kali is coming through and nudging you, reminding you of your goals, okay? The energy or the spirit or the aura of what it is you want to be versus how it is you've been operating. And I feel like maybe many of you are putting a pause to the connection because you're like, wait a second. I veered a little too far off the path and I just don't feel powerful. I don't feel like I'm myself. You're not reciprocating, therefore you're taking from me. You're taking too much more than you're giving. Therefore, Kali ends up coming in to give them the boot. So a lot of you will experience conflict with your Divine Masculine, just certain things creeping in and stepping in the way to basically disrupt the imbalanced union that's taking place here. If there's a union and it feels imbalanced in any way, your body's going to let you know. you're going to feel anxiety. You're going to feel stress. You're going to just feel like I'm not focusing on my goals. I'm not feeling like enthusiastic. I'm not feeling ambitious. These are all things that, hey, it's not aligning. It's not working. And when Kali comes in, usually you're not paying attention and she will cause a swift ending. Her energy comes through as conflict, right? Destruction. So usually somebody's going to tell somebody off and that's the end of that. Or there's going to be some kind of nasty argument or blow up where Kali sees what you may not see, Divine Feminine, right? Like nefarious things going on behind the scenes. Like she'll snatch the mask off of someone's face if they're being deceptive and towards someone that has pure intentions. It's different if two people are dealing with each other deceptively, whatever. But when you have someone wearing that deception mask and then someone else here that is pure at heart, she steps in because she has a really hard time when people, like hurt others, especially like with women and children. But aside from that, usually her energy will represent, destruction there with a cycle that is impure. It's leading you off your path. So I feel like you're mirroring back to someone that, I feel like maybe that's why they're upset too, because you could be mirroring back to them like Maeve's energy here, right? Like, you're not good for me. Like, what we're doing here is not good. I feel like you're giving your masculine counterpart a reality check here. And this is what happens when you initiate this separation. It stings them even more. And it goes in like cycles. I feel like they're at that cycle of resentment now. Resentment. Okay, what now? Why are you pulling away now? Why'd you block me? Why are you not talking to me? Why this, long paragraph of a text saying goodbye? Like, I feel like they're not used to seeing you like this. They're used to seeing you stay and endure and have an open heart. But I feel like things are closing out. Like Kali's energy definitely brings in an ending, most likely, that has needed to occur. Like I said, she's had to come in and help you, maybe because you were running out of energy. Many of you were so depleted, not being able to key in that it's like, hey, it's that person's energy. Get them out. But sometimes it's difficult to do that because you think, it's difficult. How I tend to look at it sometimes too, it's like, math formulas on the journey. It's like trying to be in harmony with your counterpart. It's like constantly trying to figure out these formulas. But I feel like many of you have released the desire or the need to try to figure anything out. Now is about letting things unfold naturally. And I feel like that is the gift that Kali is bringing now to many of you, is the strength and courage to just let this unfold. Okay. As far as your masculines, let's see what's going on with them. How do they feel about this connection? Like I said, they are mumbling to themselves. So they're trying to not think about you, but they can't help but think about you. When you're in your power like this and you put a stop to the cycles, it mirrors back to them where they need to shift, where they need to change. I feel like there could be constant memories, conversations, all kinds of things replaying in their head. And they're going from like, just let this go, like let her go, let her be happy, whatever, to, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have acted that way. I really need to watch my temper. Like, I got to stop drinking. Like, I got to stop smoking. So there's this inner battle that they're experiencing. Okay. So let's see, just how it is they're viewing the connection when they do mumble to themselves in terms of like the love that they feel for you. What are they also learning there? So we have romanticism. Okay, investing more time into the romantic aspects of this connection. Maybe that is the cycle that needed to come to an end, the reciprocation part. Whoever you are, someone's realizing that there is so much that they need to shift and change about themselves, and you're not going to come in there and do it or inspire it in any way. They have to do it for themselves. They have to love themselves first before they can offer you what it is you desire and deserve. And I feel like whoever you are, Divine Feminine, you truly do represent beautiful, pure, warm, loving feminine energy, and it triggers the hell out of your masculine counterpart because that's what you taught, that's what you came here to teach them. That is what you're teaching them, is to honor the Divine Feminine energy because they've never seen it come through like this, like it does within you. They've never seen that sauce taste so sweet. Usually it's bitter, right? That sauce is bitter. It always needs some kind of fine tuning, but not you. You taste that sauce once, and it's like you don't have to add anything to it. It's just like just right. So I feel like a lot of them are going through an emotional transformation. I'm also seeing too with this card, guys, like when they do mumble to themselves in terms of, I feel like when when they feel all broken down and they're out of that stubborn type of energy where they're like, go off, do your thing, whatever. You know, you want to go be with him, go be with him. Be happy with him. It makes them feel like then they go to this place of feeling like, you know what, at the end of the day, like you deserve somebody, you deserve the romance. No matter how much they try, like they can't give it to you. Always in this in and out energy, always in some kind of deception, always, you know, being tempted by things that, you know, look shiny on the outside, and then when they get closer to it, it's just like an old candy wrapper. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like someone's had this opportunity snatched away from them. And another thing too, that's why I keep bringing that up. Well, you want to go be with him? Go be happy with him then. Some of them are grinding and they're sour over having to watch many of you now attract in a new type of energy, guys. Like, first of all, it's not just new suitors and new love and stuff like that coming towards you. I see the first wave of energy that's coming towards you in the form of romanticism is you guys romancing yourselves. I feel like many of you are about to like really shut this cycle down, and the new beginning that Kali's going to help you guys emerge with is like balancing, like bringing out that darker feminine energy within you. You know, a lot of you are going to start pouring more into yourselves, and by pouring more into yourselves, because like, okay, for me, I was raised Hindu, okay, so when I say pouring into yourself, it's really, really important to like honor yourself as a woman, okay? And I mean like investing into yourself, looking good, smelling good, like carving out the time in your day to make sure that your shit is on point from the moment like you roll out of bed. Okay, you walk by and people want to know like, who is that, just off of your smell alone. So I feel like many of you are getting ready to do that, and then naturally what ends up happening after that is that you do end up attracting like wild, crazy, romantic, out of this world, World Series, over the fence kind of stuff when it comes to romantic love. And I feel like somebody is sitting there grinding in their shoes, grinding in their work boots, okay? About the fact that they now have to sit there and watch you experience this. Somebody wishes that they could have been more romantic or give you the world. I wish I could have given you the world. I should have done that. I should have been more disciplined. I should have been more focused. And like the thing I'm getting out of this card too is like, they so want the opportunity to do it all over again. But I'm hearing that for some of them, because of this energy here with Kali tells me that somebody had one too many chances. Somebody was granted one too many chances, because that's usually when she has to step in, is like the energy is destruction, right? So something ends up coming to an ending, but not just like an amicable ending. It's not going to be amicable. No, it's going to be a nasty ending. It's going to be you telling somebody, like, I'm standing in my power. You're not good for me. I'm walking away from this because you're no good for me. You're not good for me. I feel like just you saying that to somebody, it's going to shatter like some sort of toxic pattern that they have been in for quite some time. Okay, let's see what else they're reminiscing on. Ooh, I cannot show this one here. But this is attraction. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys are ready to step out onto the scene, and your energy is going to be so attractive. I'm going to cover this up with my thumbs because she's laying in the bathtub, but she's a bit nude there that you can see. But many of you are going to have like, you know, suitors at your feet. Okay, they're basically in the bathtub together, guys. Okay, can't show the card because of how YouTube can be, but you know, he's basically worshiping her in the tub, and I feel like many of you are going to get ready to experience a lot of this, especially with if you're working with Kali energy. and she's about to put an ending to some sort of cycle that you've been in, attached to heartbreak, feeling unworthy, overgiving and not receiving what it is you need to. She'll take you on that journey where, you know, you might have to go through some kind of death or mourning of the old version of you, be on your own for a while, learn how to get through some hard shit all by yourself with nobody there to rescue you. But you'll be good. You'll be good with Kali on your side. But after you guys emerge, like, trust me, you guys are getting ready to feel attractive within yourself, and the type of love that you're going to get ready to experience and feel. Not only are you going to have your divine counterpart here longing to give this new beginning to you, but you're going to have other suitors that are coming in there boldly and bravely and turn your entire eyes and face and everything away from the direction of your counterpart who had the chance, they had the opportunity. I keep hearing that song "Here I Am" by Rick Ross, where the part that where Nelly's like, what does he say? Here I am, here I go, why you looking? Oh, he goes, "Here I am, here I go, why you looking for that other when you got the best? The previous was a test for you, now you're in the big leagues." Okay, so that's going to be some of you guys where you're going to have somebody send in to like worship you in a sense, because I feel like you're so worthy of that, especially with the romanticism card here, Divine Feminine. You really came in, met your counterpart, and they awakened this grand love within you that I feel like they just couldn't handle. Okay, but now they want to be able to handle it. But you guys have somebody different coming in who's going to be able to handle it just more gently, more carefully. They're going to treat you like you're so fragile, Divine Feminine, and whoever he is, he's going to come in so fiercely protective of you, and he's going to end up soothing your heart space of, I feel like, some of the journey that you've been on with your divine counterpart. Remember, your divine counterpart is there as a teacher. Right, guys? They're there as a teacher. It's up to you guys to just go along with the lessons that are being taught and make sure that you ace them using discernment. And I feel like if a lot of you are on this ride with Kali, and many of you have been in this stuck place of like, oh, but I only want to be with him. Meanwhile, the man dragging you through the grass, the mud, you know what I mean? It's like, you have to use discernment. You love the man, but how is the man behaving, right? So many of you deserve what it is you give out. And sometimes you might feel like, you know, okay, you want to go in and give your time to somebody who's treating you that way, then prepare yourself for it to be dragged through the mud. So I feel like this is a time of many of you really opening up your eyes, learning to release and let go and put a swift ending to something, maybe even an aggressive ending to something. And after some good time on your own to be able to heal and honor yourself again, many of you are really getting ready to like attract in like a really wild, romantic, passionate kind of love. Like, I feel like Kali's letting you guys know, like, let me show you what it's like to really be worshipped by a man. Let me show you. Come over here, sit down, and let me show you. Let me show you how to get the man them to worship you. Okay, guys? So that is the message for the Divine Feminines for today. If you guys would like a personal session, find me over at Hipsy.com. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? You guys take it easy. Bye.